Hello, dear friends all over the world, sisters and brothers. This is Fakir Yogi Vendra Yogi, a seeker of peace, joy, happiness for everyone, birds, beasts, animal, plants, and humans. This is a journey of life for all the creatures, but the people are ignorant, indolent, thoughtless. They are indulged in greed, anger, hatred, jealousy, and cynicism, and they have deprived themselves for the noble path which leads to every serene, calm, happy, peaceful and joyful life for everyone. That is, they have forgotten the way of truth, justice, peace, love, non-violence, kindness, compassion, honesty, integrity, humility, generosity and cooperation. But without that they can never be happy. We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thought. With our thought we make our world. We become what we think about. The thought vibrations is energy in our mind, and whatever thought vibrations is really generated by thinking, that spreads all over the universe. And similar siblings, the thought start assembling together, and truly thought become things. That's why Napoleon Hill said, truly thoughts are things and powerful things at that. When they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence and burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. James Allen wrote a wonderful book, As a Man Thinketh, and there he is written, quoted from Bible, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of his thoughts. Thought in the mind has made us. What we are by thought was wrought and built. If a man's mind has evil thought, pain comes to him as comes the wheel behind the ox. If a man endure in the purity of thought, joy follows him as his own shadow. Sure, dear friends, the world is our kaleidoscope, and the various forms of the moving conditions and circumstances, colors which is present to us, are accurately exhibited pictures of the various thoughts which we really develop in our mind. So we are the master of our fate and we are the captain of our soul, just by sheltering pure thoughts or evil thoughts. A godly character is not by chance or artifice. It is because of the person who is behaving very decent, very well behaved, very well calibrated and balanced, serene. He has been practicing this for a long time. It is created by consistent and persistent dwelling on such noble thoughts, that is called meditating on such noble thoughts, as I have told you in the beginning itself. And everyone is responsible for their good or bad. If we think in negative terms, we get negative results. If we think in positive terms, we get positive results. And mind is the master power that molds and makes. Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And even more, he takes the tools of thought, shaping what he wills, bring forth 1,000 joys and 1,000 ills. Man thinks in secret, but it comes to pass, and the environment is but his looking glass. You cannot create your conditions and circumstances, dear friends, but the key conditions and circumstances which has presented before you, that has its origin in your thought. If you are thinking good, every congenial, favorable circumstances will be always around you. But if you are thinking in negative terms, that is evil thoughts, you are creating the worst conditions and circumstances for yourself. In that connection, my best friend George Bernard Shaw said, people blame their conditions and circumstances for what they are, but I do not believe in that. People who get on this world get up and look for the conditions and circumstances they want. If they do not find it, they make it, they create it, they develop it, because of our willpower, because of our self-defense, self-confidence, self-reliance, realizing the power of the mind. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, and always knowing the life's battle don't always go to the stronger or the faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks you can, or I can, or you can. And then, Ella Wheeler Wilcox wrote a beautiful poem. You will be what you will to be. Let failure find its false content in the poor world environment, but its spirit escorts it and is free. It masters times, it conquers space. It cows the boastful trickster chance. It beats the tyrant circumstance and fills a servant place. The human will that forces unseen. The human will, see the power of will. The human will that forces unseen, the offspring of a deathless soul, can hew a way to any goal. The walls of granite intervene. Difficulties, hurdles, obstacles, impediments, failures, defeats, debacles, they are going to make acid test for you. But if you are a brave heart like this Fakir Yogi, Virendra Yogi, nothing is impossible. The word impossible is found in the dictionary of fools. But be not impatient in delay, and wait. And as one who understands, when his spirit rises and commands, gods are ready to obey. Yes, I am the master of my fate, and I am the captain of my soul. So said my another great friend, William Ernest Henley, and he composed a wonderful poem. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be. I thanks whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeoning of chance my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of his said, yet the meanness of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. Unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment they scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Are you valiant or a coward or timid? I wish every sons and daughters, sisters and brothers of this world should be brave, to love each other, to care for each other, to share every wisdom, knowledge, power which have acquired to each other, and create a world heaven for all. Nobody should be suffering. There should not be any anxiety, worry for anyone. Wisdom to all, happiness to all, health to all, peace to all. Om Shanti. Let peace be still. Thank you very much, viewers.